Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
What's good? What's good? What's up, Tiger Nation? What's going on, man? Come on in, hit the like button, share button. Zoe, what's good, brother? TD, what up?
What's good, man? What's up, the I Love family? What up, TD?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing? What's up, Tiger Nation?
Baby. Turn your screen sideways. You get the long ways. Turn it side. Let me see something. There you go.
There you go.
Hey. What's up, everybody? Y'all go ahead and hit that like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, man. TGIF, live from, man, Little Rock, Arkansas, man. We made it over here to Arkansas for the Pine Bluff Jack State game. Jack State versus Pine Bluff tomorrow. Only about a 45-minute stroll down the road. Yeah, didn't know Brother Polk, but just mentioned that to me. Rest in peace to Brother Derek Polk.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, man. I didn't know. I didn't know him personally, but anytime we lost a fellow JSU Tiger. Want to send our condolences to his family, as well as all those JSU Tigers that knew him, loved him, and that are affected by his loss, man. And that once again, just here we are again, just talking about being intentional about living life, man. You never know when your number's going to get pulled or called, and so you got to make sure you on top of it, man. Just so yeah, man. I'll let you guys go ahead and open it up. Won't be a long show tonight. Won't be too long. We've been rolling, man. Me, TD, KT Dub, look like Nook gonna be here tomorrow. He just gave us a last minute update that he's gonna try to make it out here to the game. It's supposed to be raining tomorrow, but we're gonna see, man. Hopefully that weather hold up. Either way, we got ponchos. We're gonna make it work, dog. We'll make it do what it do, man. But y'all go ahead and give your spiel to the fam, man.
Man, that's what's up. Nick gonna make it in. That's what's up. Man, what's up, the I Love family? Yeah, man, big game tomorrow. Like I said, we're sitting at 5-3 with a chance to again go back on a 2-game winning streak, two consecutive conference wins, and pushes on up to 6-3, which what this win signifies tomorrow, it guarantees to win the season on tomorrow. So that's why it's a big deal. you're talking about TC Taylor in the first year of his coaching career. And, now our coaches can sit there and say that they've had a winning season in their first season, but also submits that he is the only first-year head coach in the conference and will submit a winning season, because all the rest of them after this weekend, if they don't win, will guarantee all of them will lock in a losing season in their first year. So we add to the fact that with the turnover that we've had, so just know that tomorrow's a big win. I know some people want to downplay the opponent, but hey, man, you got to play who you got to play. And every year is different. Not every team is built the same. And Pine Bluff has pieces. They may not be, sitting the best that they probably want to be. But again, like us, first year of a new regime, new players, new system. So there's a lot of moving parts, just like we have. It's just that we come out on the winning side more than we've lost. But with be it as it may, with all that being said, looking to go 6-3 tomorrow, and hope to do it in good fashion.
Well said, Zoe. Good evening, Tiger Nation. Thank you guys for joining us. Yeah, we just arrived in this thing, a little over an hour ago, getting set up, getting situated, seeing the team move about, man. These guys are excited, ready to play. And to add on to what Zoe said, this will cement a winning season for our first-year head coach, Coach TC Taylor, which we strongly support. And I'm excited for him as well as the team. We've seen some growth transpire in the last couple of weeks, and everybody's anticipating what's going to take place tomorrow, definitely with the quarterback change. So we're definitely excited. Yes, it looks like it's going to be some rain coming in, but again, this is football. It's meant to be played outside in the mud, in the dirt. So the show must go on. So if you still, this is where the true fans come out. So you know what I'm saying. This is where you find out where your loyalty is. Now, if you don't come out here and you end up in the hospital, then stay where you are. Don't put yourself in that situation. But if you're on your way, you plan on coming, you want to support the Tigers regardless. Come on down, grab your Punchos, go by Walmart, Target somewhere, grab your Puncho. I don't know if they're gonna allow umbrellas in the stand, but just come on out and support the Tigers.
Yep. Yeah, man. I just checked the when Zoe was talking, I was checking the forecast. Looked like maybe a little lightning around 1 p.m. So we'll see, man. I think one time we was here, we had kind of like a little weather delay. Or maybe it was a game I was watching that was here. That was an important game, but it looked like it's gonna be raining all day tomorrow, man. So it ain't no getting out of this one.
Hey, like I always tell y'all, nobody got better job security than the weatherman, dog. Remember that?
Yeah. It looked like it. It started to drizzle a little bit, but I think I see somebody. I see Brandon said that he says you got fumbling problems. Look, man, with rain, shine, sleet, or snow, ball security is important. We had ball security issues when it was sunny outside, so we got to be extra secure tomorrow if it does rain. I like what TD said in regards to second game for our quarterback. I mean, this is a good thing, and we'll get into some specifics about UAPB, but this is a good thing. This is a good time to have a running quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My retort to all that'll be is one thing about peanut butter. They got a winning problem.
Yep. So I mean, it's at the end of the day, you gotta go play the game. They ball gonna be wet just like our ball gonna be wet. Hell, if they stripping your ball, you strip theirs. Take the ball and let's go. I don't care. At the end of the day, we coming down like KT Dub said. Hell, I don't give a damn. We fumbling the ball 5 times every game if we win. If you guarantee me we're gonna win the next 3 games, that I'll take 15 fumbles if we're gonna win. And we finish 8-3. Now don't get me wrong. I don't want to see us fumble the ball all over the place.
You better clean that up because you already.
No. I'm dead serious. If we finish 8-3, I don't care about the details because a lot gonna change anyway. So that's my opinion on that. You know what I mean? I want to finish this season out, on top in 4-game winning streak and close it out with a bang. But we gotta get the game tomorrow first, man. And that comes from. Let me say this about Pine Bluff. TD talked about them having some pieces. They do. I mean, they're a rebuilding team. The roster is not where they want it to be. And but what I will say is this right here, though. Every game is about matchups. If a team does something well, they can be 0-9. But if they do something well that your team don't do well, that can be a matchup problem for you. You know what I'm saying? So if they play with toughness and we play timid, or if they play with some tenacity or fervor and we don't, hey, if they good at stripping the ball and we terrible at ball protection, that could work out. That can work against us. So we got to go play the game and we got to go win the game. You know, I think maybe now I'll say this because it's possibly going to be wet. I think an emphasis on ball control is going to ball protection is going to be even heavily thought about on the mental of whoever has the ball in their hand. So that's how I see that, and we'll see how it goes, man. But we'll be out there punch old up. It's gonna be in the 60s. It's gonna be cool. This is typical late October weather, man. It's fall football weather, man. You know what I'm saying? Go get them uniforms nasty.
And Ken, I want to add some more, to what you were saying, to add on to what you were saying as well, far as being, football is matchup. In the games that we watch, like you said, like we both said, we all said that UAPB has some good pieces. Like I was saying the other night, man, they running back and their quarterback can throw pretty good. I mean, he's okay. He can run, and they have some very quick receivers. So, and we talked over the course of the last few weeks about being, needing a tackle. So now, we got to deal with rain. That adds to that, what has been somewhat of a problem. So now everything is slippery. So it's a slippery slope, literally. So
the ball slick, the uniform slick.
Right. So
you got to go out there but you know what? To that speed though, TD, they're gonna slow down a little bit. You ain't running the same speed as you run when it's wet out there. It's gonna be a little different. The good thing I do like about it is that their field, I think they got turf on their field. We practice on the turf field, so we should be pretty accustomed to what it feels like. You know what I mean? There you go, Deputy Mario just said it. A 4-5 wide receiver gonna run a five flat in the rain. That rain gonna affect you. So that's a great point. But I think we got a chance. This is what I will say. He said name one of the good pieces. I mean, Dozier, the linebacker, is a good piece. That's the kid that stuck out the most. They do have a good linebacker play, but this is what I will say about them, TD. They give up.
Decent.
Huh?
The quarterback is decent.
Yeah, he's decent. Yes.
He okay. Yeah,
and number 13 pretty quick, man. He's pretty fast.
Yeah, they got a few pieces that, roster from a roster standpoint, they not where they need to be. They're not where they want to be. You know what I mean? Probably the lightest in the conference. But I'll say this, man, they give up a lot in the run game. And this is something that we do well. We're gonna go out there with them big boys up front, and we're gonna try to impose our will on them pretty quickly and go make some shake, And we got a tweet from a running back that said he might be in the uniform tomorrow. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna have all running backs on deck that's available, and we're gonna go out there and we might, you never can tell. You might see 5 running backs play tomorrow because we might just need to play that style of game. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of them games for those that love those that I think you call a game that's indicative of the environment. We ain't going out there throwing it 30 times tomorrow. I'd be shocked if we do. Yeah, if it's wet, if it's raining now, if it's pouring down, it's just wet like that, man, hand that thing off and let's go see if we can get some first downs on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Ground and pound. You know what I'm saying? Slush bowl. Let's go get it. And that's, I'll take it.
Right. Or keep the passes short. And so for the other gentlemen, I mean, if you looked at APB now, they do have some size. And here's the thing. Some of those games, they were pretty close match games until the end. And then, a few mistakes here, a few mistakes there. The score may not be as indicative as it was because of some, some mistakes that were made. So if they look at some of the games that we may have played, they, like I said, they look at the tackling, they look at the fumbling, look at those things. It give those guys hope because their coach already has a high energy. He had more confidence than, And the coach I've seen lately, man, because he's so excited and passionate about his team, even when they lose, because he feel like he's so close to where he needs to be. So if you preach that, huh?
He ain't close.
He,
That's all coach speak. Just saying, man, we ain't gonna do that.
I'm just saying,
he ain't close.
He ain't close.
He ain't close.
Okay, but I'm just saying, he might use that to motivate his team and say, hey, we can beat these guys. We can do that. So we just got to come out and play our best game. Put on.
Hey, this one of them games that'll piss off the fan base. I ain't going in there feeling like we should have win by 40. I ain't saying none of that. I don't care what Valley score was versus them. Valley played in the sun. If we got to play in the rain, that could be an ugly game. It could be a quick game too, because if you're running the ball a lot, that clock ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different factors. But we got to go out there, like you said, protect the ball, and then we got to go tackle. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. But I think we should win this game going and coming. It'll be a flat out disappointment if we lose this game. And like I said, there's no disrespect to Pine Bluff. We coming to win and go home. We trying to get this dub, get dry as fast as we can, and we're gonna get on up out of here. Thank you. Come again. Good night.
Man, we crossed their line in Arkansas. It's a cat fight, man. We go in their backyard. We open the fence. We're in the backyard. Close the fence behind us. We picking a fight. End of the day, we about to go steal on somebody to come back home.
Deputy Mario. Yes, the young man Trey Gliff is a place kicker for them. I think they got another cat that kicks field goals though. He kicks off pretty solid. Jeremiah, I think there's different types of cleats we wear. We have probably a shorter spike on those for those games where we're gonna play on turf as opposed to grass. But for the most part, the cleats are cleats. They're gonna wear what they wear.
Well, they'll be prepared for them. Like I said, it very well could not rain at all tomorrow.
Right. Well,
it's possible.
And then we got a really good equipment staff too, man. So I'm sure they looked at the forecast as well that we did, as well as you guys, so they kind of know what to expect. And then with it being like a turf-like field, it's not like it's real grass where you got to really change out a bunch of long cleats. So,
right.
That should be fine.
One thing I will add in regards to this game, no boom tomorrow. As from the Sonic Boom themselves, Jack State family, unfortunately, we will not make the trip to Pine Bluff. Go football team, bring home the W. We will see y'all next week at the vet. See y'all at the vet next week. # love the boom. So there you have it. The boom won't be there tomorrow. But we still come in there and make some noise, man.
Well, that just means we're gonna have an engaged fan base tomorrow.
For those that show up. Got to show up, make sure that we loud and proud, man.
I know one thing for sure, man. Like I said the other night, Mr. Calvin Younger and the Fanatics are coming. I made the mistake, Ken, and called the gentleman, asked him, say, hey, man, you bringing them boys down now? He said, man, what kind of questions that you asking me?
Hey, I was about to say, boy, you liable to got cussed out by Calvin.
Man. He said, man, we the Fanatics. He said, what's the name of my group? I said, my bad, bro.
Man, they coming, dog.
I never check it for a friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed, man. So no shoestring tackling. Well, real quick, let's we 20 minutes in, so let's jump into these preliminaries real quick. And man. As you guys know, we always start off with a foundation. If you'd like to donate to the foundation, go to Givelify. Go to Givelify now. Donate Friends of KC-1400 Inc. We delivered the toiletries to the football team today. We delivered the toiletries, the second round of toiletries to the football team. They was unbelievably and excitedly appreciative to everyone. Thank you to everyone that donated to that initiative. It was pretty dope. And we got by there today, and all the players that was available in the players lounge came out and grabbed everything out the truck for us. We've had about 8 big totes, and so yeah, man, I appreciate everybody that participated in that initiative. Now we also are picking up another load, Zoe and TD, on Monday. for the basketball, men's and women's basketball team. I did speak to Coach Mo today. He was extremely excited about that, as well as Coach Tamika Reed. And we'll coordinate a drop-off for them on Monday or Tuesday of next week, and we'll get them rocking and rolling. So thank you to everyone, and let's keep it rolling. Merch, man, KC-1400media.com. Hey, you guys, you might want to go ahead. All the orders, the hoodies will be in, and they'll start shipping out starting tomorrow. Hey, man, it's not too late. We got a lot of orders to come through today. I appreciate everybody that's purchased your hoodie thus far. If you want to grab your hoodie, you can, if you make that order tonight, if you haven't, and we can get that thing shipped out to you. If you're planning on going to the Texas Southern game, it's a blackout. It's a blackout. It's a blackout. It's a blackout. So versus Texas Southern, you just might see new uniforms for Jackson State. So pull up. Just might see new. It's a blackout. I'm gonna say it again. So if you ain't got your merch ready, go ahead and grab one of these KC-1400 exclusive, these standard hoodies, and we can get that thing in the mail to you.
Hey, I got my order in, bro.
Yeah. TD got a lot of folks got their orders in today. Shout out to my brother Lane. Lane shop with us today. We got a lot of orders in today. So everybody that planning on making it to that game.
LeVon.
Huh?
I was hollering LeVon.
Yeah, man. So definitely. But in order to buy it, you got to go to KC-1400media.com, and it'll pull up the merch. And of course, we got other T-shirts. If you want to grab a T-shirt, let's do so. We're still in this week. We just got past on Monday, we had volleyball at Mississippi Valley, where we beat Mississippi Valley in a clean sweep of 3-0. We had soccer. We had soccer on today actually, versus Southern. A hard-fought game, man. And of course, we got football tomorrow, and then we got volleyball on Sunday and Monday. As I stated, shout out to the women's volleyball team. This was Monday. They finished 3-0. They finished 3-0, and they did a really good job of taking that dub from Mississippi Valley. Clean sweep. Wasn't even close. And today, man, they just finished today. Today was senior day for all the women. I was in the bookstore today, and I had a chance to see. I actually saw this young lady right here, the one at number 15. I saw her. She was with her family. One of the young ladies is actually from Austin. Her parents was talking to someone else. I kind of overheard them talking about, they came in from Austin, Texas for senior day for the young ladies. And Coach Theo Flagitis, he got a really good team, man. They have really been playing great defense. They won a lot of games, 1-0. So great win over Southern. Anytime we beat Southern in any sport, we're excited about it because we like to beat them. So huge victory today. Congratulations to the congratulations to the women's soccer team. We just mentioned the Boone. Something I saw this on Tiger Talk today, and we'll come back to this. Top 5 FCS HBCU offenses. It's important. It's relevant to the conversation. Alabama A&M sitting up top, then Howard, Florida A&M, then Grambling, and then we're right literally 0.1 right behind Grambling. And it's only a few yards they're separated. So not sure what we'll do tomorrow, but we hope to get 450, about 300 yards rushing and 150 passing yards. We can do it, even in the rain.
We're less than a yard from number 3.
Yep, less than a yard from number 3, and we only 3 yards away from number 2. So 8 yards away from number 1. So it's but that's on an average. So we can go out there and put up some big numbers tomorrow. We still can. There's no rule that says you can't put up a lot of stats just because it might rain. You can go do your thing. Wanted to talk about this, man. Hey, listen, it's raining tomorrow, possibly, but it's still no fly zone. They say you got a decent quarterback. Hey, man, we got the number 1 DB room in the country, in the FCS. I said it. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And I like the way they did this graph, man. Number 1, most interceptions in the nation. Keidron Callaghan, Jaheim Hazel, John Huggins, Anthony Petty, Tim Stewart, B.J. Washington, Keevick Wiggins, man. Just y'all want to touch on this real quick before we move on to the next slide? Happy birthday, Trent.
Yeah, I did want to bring something that's a great juxtaposition. We led the country in sacks last season to only change to a new scheme and new coordinator. We aren't blitz heavy because our interceptions were very, very low because of the way we played last year. Only to change, play off the ball, and what do? Turn around the next season and lead the country in interceptions.
Love it. TD, you got anything?
Yeah, man. I want to say on this, a lot of those. I'm excited for the guys in the backfield because I know someone was a little, maybe was a little frustrated at the beginning of the season in which, position, how they had to play their position. So with a lot of with some schemes and stuff being changed around, starting to press a little more, starting to get to the quarterback a little more, and those guys start playing lights out. So congratulations to those guys for finding their footing mid-season, and we look for them to continue to do so, man. So number one in LCS, man, that's awesome.
Absolutely, man. I mean, we got multiple guys got multiple interceptions. B.J. Washington leading the team with 3. And one particular person had a huge game last week. He go by the name of John Huggins. Game breaker, man. Just shout out to John, man. Got the signals. I love this. I told Austin today, this is awesome. I'm gonna tell you why this is awesome. John Huggins is draft eligible after this season. He came back. He had one good go at it. Huge game. He had 2 interceptions, 6 total tackles. He had a half tackle for loss. Carl Francis, head of NFLPA Collegiate Bowl. Jim Nagy, Senior Bowl. Now I don't know if he got the stats for a Senior Bowl invite, but I would love to see John Huggins get to the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl down in Pasadena so we can cover him. I know one of the things he told us last year was, hey man, he loved bringing in Jackson State players because he know that Jackson State's gonna send someone out there to cover him, and we're gonna show up and support our guys. So I'm hoping that he can get an invite, whether it be the East-West Shrine Bowl like Dallas Daniels did in Vegas, or we get him in the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl, or whatever other bowl that's available. So shout out to John. Definitely be on the lookout for number 10 to finish this season. NFL scouts at practice was told today that the Philadelphia Eagles like him a lot. So he's got a lot of interest from the NFL teams right now. And if you look at his body, he looks the part.
He has the measure.
Body.
So he got his foot in the door. I said he has the measurable, so he got his foot in the door.
Absolutely. And he's a big kid, man. I mean, he's standing easily 6'2", 6'3", right there. And plays big, Love the way they're using him in the defense, showing his versatility. We've seen him for 2 straight years playing in the nickel, you know what I'm saying, and hold his own. And now you throw him in a linebacker role, and he just continues to do what he do. So that just tells you if a team drafts him or even signs him as a free agent, I mean, you're going to get a stud, man. You're going to get a star. So shout out to John Huggins. Keep up the good work. I love the video that they put out with him and letting Tiger Nation know, hey, y'all keep coming out and supporting us, and they're going to keep putting that work in. So I just love that, man. We want to be intentional about our media and make sure that we are pushing, because if we don't push it, they don't. Yes, Juice is still on the team.
Hey, Ken, would this be if he went to the NFLPA Bowl? I know Bolden was in that last year.
Yes, he was.
Would this be the 3rd year we had someone in there? Or would
this would be the 3rd straight year?
James Houston. Yeah, right.
C.J. Holmes and James Houston was there in 21, and
Zay was there last
year.
He
was there last year, and
he got a streak.
And look, that was the only bowl game he played in. Now he didn't play in no other bowl.
That's a streak too. That'll be 3 straight years because the 2 previous years, both players made it to the NFL.
And I promise y'all, if we see Jackie Slater again, I'm gonna be on his neck about coming back to Jackson State. I ain't gonna clam up like I did last year.
Gave him a hat, man.
I gave him a hat. He was like, "Where my hat?" I was like, "Ali, bro, come on, man. You got that messy on me." I was just
my pie.
Yeah, man. I might get Craig to make him a jersey, man. Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig.
Come on, Craig.
Come on, Craig. Get him a 79. We'll go get one of them retro Jackson State jerseys and put 79 on that thing and be like, here you go, big dog. Come on back home. Get that sick. Matter of fact, I'll get him to make 2. He's going to have to sign one of them because one of them going to have to go in that frame. I'm sorry. You can't get no free jersey. But we're going to try to get him back to Jackson. We're going to do our best.
And Jersey Wade going to be busy, man.
Hey, man, shout out to Jersey Wade, man. Jersey Wade made a dope uniform. He made a dope jersey for Leilani. We delivered it to her tonight. And I'm going to post it I'm going to put it up there, man. It's an amazing jersey that he did. Shout out to my brother Craig, our brother Craig, for the work he does with Jersey Wade. Matter of fact, while I'm pulling this up real quick, I'm going to throw up his card. If you want to get a jersey, go holler at Craig from Jersey Wade. And he can make any jersey. I'll be rocking another uniform that I thought we'd be wearing. We don't wear it anymore, but maybe we'll get it back next year or whatever. I'm not sure, but I really I want y'all to see this jersey that he made for Leilani, our mentor. Check that out right there. He made a red one. So I picked that up today when I picked my jerseys up today. So it was really, 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 really cool of Craig to do that. That's not a really good picture, so I'm gonna pull up the other one that he actually sent me. I want y'all to see this. It's really cool, man. So I don't know if you can buy it right now, but if you want one like this, I just want y'all to see what he did do. Because he does amazing work, man. Craig is that dude, man. So we're gonna definitely try to, connect with brother Craig and try to get some more dope jerseys to you guys. But check this out, y'all. This is what it looks like. So he made kind of a breast cancer awareness, kind of a hope jersey that's pink, and that's what it looks like on the back. He put a name on the back of it. Obviously, she's wearing number 35. I'm sorry. She's wearing number 35, and he, hey, it's a great gesture, man. So shout out to Craig for providing this amazing jersey for. Hopefully, we can get a picture of it of her in it before we go. Hey, 11 more days, man. First home game will be November the 7th. November 7th versus Lemoyne Owing. Lee E. Williams Athletic Assembly Center at Jackson, Mississippi. Women's basketball kickoff. 11 days to go, man. So be sure to get your season tickets. I got my season tickets. So if you don't have your season tickets just yet, go ahead and get them. Make sure you get your season ticket for men and women. And we got to make sure we show up and support, man.
I mean, that pink jersey available for order, man.
If you want one of them jerseys, man, all you have to do is hit my guy up right now. I'm gonna put it back up there. Hit up Craig Thomas from The Jersey Wave, 769-231-5121. And you can go to him on IG at _The Jersey Wave _ or you can just look for him for Craig Thomas on Facebook. So, but yeah, one more slide. Get season tickets if you haven't got them already. I did see this one last slide. I wanted to put this up there. Save the date. Fall commencement is going to be December 8th at 9 a.m. at the Lee E. Williams Athletic Assembly Center. I did see that out there. So we got a lot of players, a few players on the team that's going to be graduating. I think Devontae Davis, Monte Graham, he's not with the team, but I know he's graduating because I was talking to him on IG and some others. So save that date. If you're in the town and you want to catch the commencement, you could definitely go and support these young men and women as they walk that stage, man. So that's it for the preliminaries, man. Hey, go get the hoodie, man. I'm telling you, put that order in. Just got one order come through. We're getting limited on sizes. So if you want a small, let's see. If you got we just sold a medium. If you need a small, we got 2 smalls left. So don't wait. Go and put that order in right away so you can get started. We're gonna start shipping them out tomorrow, and you'll get them before the game. So go grab that hoodie, man. Go support. All proceeds to everything that we do goes back into the platform so we can continue to do what we do. And like I said, we appreciate it, man. We greatly appreciative. We're going to continue. One thing I'll say, KT Dub and I and TDT, hey, Zo, we was at the Kroger yesterday picking up the toiletries. Guess who walks out the Kroger, bro? Alan Walker. I'm looking. I said, man, that look like I see the red T-shirt, got Jack State. I said, 0. He said, oh, hey, man. He walked down and shook our hand. You know what he said? And this meant the world to me. He said, man, y'all always doing something to support us, man. He said, man, y'all do a lot to support. I said, hey, bro, that's what we're here for, man. And that meant the world to us because we was like, you know what? Thank you, bro, for acknowledging the work that we do and the grind that we put in for you, for the team, man. And he was like, man, y'all always take care of us, man. And we greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. And shout out to Mr. Walker, and also shout out to Allen, man. We saw him, told me, need him to have a big game tomorrow. So I just wanted to mention that.
Hey, V, I love family. If not us, then who? If not now, then when? We do what we do.
And not only that, man, we appreciate the players. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have chose anywhere else to go, yet you chose to come and hang out with us and play for us and represent our school, our city, and we appreciate that a whole lot. So as well, so it's a pleasure to give back, you know what I'm saying? Because, it's a to and fro thing. You can't always receive. So you have to give as well. So we appreciate him acknowledging that, and it does us great, joy to do that as well. So Tiger Nation, we appreciate you guys again for the support to allow this to happen. We're gonna continue to move the way we move. So thank you, Alan, for that.
Absolutely. Hey, real quick on the inventory, and it's time sensitive. That's why I keep mentioning it. I'm gonna leave it alone, and then we're gonna move on with the rest of the show. But as of right now, we got 2 small, 7 medium, 11 large, 10. We got 10 extra large, 10. We got 8 2X. For my big fellas and ladies, 3X. We got 4 of them left. 4X. We got 4 of them left. So grab them sizes before they gone. Don't forget to put your order in. All right, I'm gonna move that out the way, and we can keep rolling. I'm gonna drop this link now. So if anybody want to come up, talk some UAPB football, let's talk some football tonight, man.
Hey, but while you dropping the link, I want to ask you and Zoe both. Get y'all opinion. What are you expecting from the team tomorrow? What are you expecting to see different? I mean, what improvement? What are you looking for? What are you guys looking for besides the dub?
Well, I'm looking for just a consistency, man. Just a consistent flow. We made some changes, and that was introduced. I'm looking forward to see Jacobian kind of settle more into the role at quarterback. You know what I mean? And I expect us to come out and play hard, man. You know what I'm saying? The weather could dictate some changes, but I think there will be some additional changes. Maybe we'll see some more players. We may see some players return, and then we also may see some players that haven't played play. So that's kind of what I expect. I expect the coaches to see what we got under the in the cabinet. You know what I'm saying? We got to see it. We got 3 games. Everybody's on a 3-game. What do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Damn, my mind just went blank. TD.
I mean, 3-game slate.
No, when you audition.
Go.
Yeah. So and people always talk about this. The side, and I say this, I'm done. People always talk about the portal as if there's only one side to the portal. There's some folk that get sent to the portal too. That's the other side that people don't think about. You know what I mean? Everybody that went to the portal last season didn't leave voluntarily. You follow what I'm saying? Some people were told, hey, look, this is what it is. And it'd be better off if you tried to do something else. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So, but what I expect to see, TD, I expect to see 15, a little bit more poise, a little bit more. He had a full week after his first game to practice, and I expect to see him go out there and under control and execute a solid game plan, and we'll see what happens.
Man, TD, to answer your question, man, 2 things and 2 things only.
Go for it.
First, I agree with Ken. I'm just going to word it differently. I'm looking to see the progression of Jacobian from last week to this week. Because like I stated last week, 4 games, we could see some growth because, again, you can segue these next 3 games into next season, you know. And so again, if you see growth, and I think we all can be on the same page of saying if we see growth from this week prior to what we saw last week, that raises more awareness and optimism for, you know what I'm saying, the quarterback position going into the offseason. Especially when you're talking about, you know, all the continuity and things that we'll have back that we know will be back. Still gonna have some surprises, but still, that's the first thing. But the main thing, which is the same thing I've been saying now for the past 5 or 6 weeks, tackling. That's what I'm gonna be paying attention to tomorrow. Tackling. Because the one stat holds true to JSU football in the year of our Lord 2023. In the games where we tackled horribly in, we lost. If we have an average day of tackling or better, we've won.
What was our best tackling game in your opinion?
I mean, best tackling game, South Carolina State.
Hey,
that was.
Hey, this is funny right here. Hey, like, look at Deshaun Allen's comment, TD. I ain't gonna go down that road, but it's a lot behind that. But this is the real TD. Y'all just now seeing it.
Hey man, you told that person to say that.
I ain't telling him to say that. I swear I didn't. No, I mean it.
TD, tell TD, you just camera shy.
No, what it was, and I told T. So I was sharing something with TD yesterday. I said, man, I remember we've grown. Like Zoe and I have been knowing each other for years, and you know, people don't realize like we just met like February, bro, like earlier this year. So our relationship has really grown and has progressed. And a lot of times when TD would come on camera, he would just defer to me and Zoe. And I was like, nah, bro. Even when he be talking, he'd be like, nah, Ken and Zoe, man. Like, stop saying that shit. That's what I told him. Stop saying it's us, man. We all in this together. You know what I'm saying? If Nook up here, it's cool. It's all good. But my point was, I was like, bro, just be yourself, man. Let your personality shine. People love to see you, man. Love to hear from you. And it's a change of pace from me and Zoe been at this. How long we been at this, bro? Like sitting there at least over a year. We did it all during the football season, and it was fun. It was cool. So you provide a nice change of pace, man, and it's refreshing. You know, when Rochelle comes up, it's also the same way. When Country Key Sweat hop up on the screen, it's gonna be a breath of fresh air for all those that like to see it, you know, look and hear from him. So that's all on that, man. I gave him his flowers last show, man. We ain't gonna keep doing this every show, man. We get it. Y'all love TD, man. Make sure you take a picture. Make sure you get that autograph. No, I'm just saying. We just talked about this on the road, though. We just rode 4 hours, and we was talking about that on the way. But no, good stuff, though. Good stuff. But Zoe, you made a good point, man. Tackling. The weather is, hey, we struggled tackling in games with dry jerseys. So if them jerseys wet, whoo.
And you're diving at ankles.
Hey, grab the wrap up and hold him. Hold him like that dude did last week when he was holding Fortillion on that pass interference that we didn't get.
That was a rape.
Appreciate you, brother Ephraim.
Hey man, I'm looking forward to the same thing that you guys said.
Secret of golden fish. Damn.
Wait, what'd you say? Quiet
Assassin # seeker of golden fish.
Hey, look, man. I'm not gonna address that. That I don't know. Okay. She come for me all the time, man. I'm out to meet her.
Hey man, I wonder is anybody. Well, maybe. Hey, we still gonna find some tailgates tomorrow, man. Brother Dale, text me if you're watching. Let me know if you're gonna be out there. Rain, shine, sleet, or snow, man. We coming for that golden fish, baby. All right, keep going though.
Yeah, man. He be DJ. He's a good DJ too, man.
No doubt.
He plays a good music. But no, I was saying I'm looking for the same thing you guys looking for. The progression in Jacoby Morgan. See, you know, he talk very confident. He move with confidence. He has the size and ability. So here's the thing, you know, I want to see that progress. Also, the only Wait, I mean, I retract a little with the weather possibly being what it is. I'm not sure if you'll get that true shine. However, I know, football is football, but that rain brings about a different thing, man. So yeah, I've been looking forward to that, but I'm also looking forward to those guys that he handed the ball off to. I definitely would like to see him hand the ball off a little more rather than, especially with the weather possibly being what it is, that the guys who specialize in carrying that rock carry it, a little more or less. It's a situation where we just really need to pick up a down, some close yardage. Wouldn't expect to see him run too much in the rain. Speaking on Jacobian, hand it off to 21 and 27, and if JD back, let it go to him. I mean, I'm not sure what the status of Mr. Mulligan is, but that.
I think Mulligan will be back. Probably Texas Southern, man. We Mulligan.
Huh?
Say it again.
Mr. Mulligan. He needs to
give Mr. Mulligan the damn ball. Shout out to First. Shout out to First, man. First dropped that video about that damn that PWI flag hanging over there on that HBC.
What?
I watched it too.
I watched on it. First don't kill, man. First be coming with it. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I mean, and here's a thing that we constantly talking about, and we did in the last 3 game of the season that we talk about on defense. With us being number 1 in the FCS, it kind of cringing that we still speaking about tackling. You know what I'm saying? And like Zoe said,
you know what, bro?
I'm
gonna say this, fellas. I love y'all. Y'all know we go hard for y'all, but we gotta get tough. The only reason we're talking about tackling this late in the season is because I ain't say we ain't strong now. There's a difference between being strong and tough.
It is.
And I'm tired of running into teams that you can't out tough team. You can't get out toughed. That's not acceptable. We the dark side ain't the dark side. It's like the whatever. You get what I'm saying? It ain't the dark side.
To my turning on the lights.
It's the light side at this point. But no. Light side, they've been playing. The other stuff is it comes down to want to.
Yep.
I'm finna knock your block off, man. You understand what I'm saying? And that's something that we got to do. We have to do that. Appreciate the donation, brother Deputy Mario. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the donation. We got to get that dark side back rolling, man. It's a mentality, bro. It's a mentality. I'm gonna knock you on your ass, man. Pardon my French. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not letting you get past me. And that's something that we got to be more consistent with. Look, man, get your head right, man. If they got another uniform on, go knock their block off, man. Go knock their block off, man. And that's what it comes down to. So we shouldn't be having this conversation no more, man. I mean that. That ain't an attack. That's as a collective unit. I'm still frustrated, Zoe, about that damn touchdown that we gave up against Alabama State, where we standing right there and we watched the little old bitty running back. And it was 3. I thought it was 3. It was 4 missed tackles. If we stop them on 3rd down, guess what, TD? We hold them for a field goal. It's so many things that happen in that game that just make you just say, oh man, no, you didn't say no, you didn't say Slim Shady, did you? Cam Loeffler. You remember Cam, bro? I love Cam, man. Cam was a tough some gun, man. Shout out to Cam Loeffler out there, man. Absolutely, man.
Hey, and Zoe, you know what gets me?
This is a great point, Mark. Jeremiah, you ain't trolling. See, this is what I'm talking about. Strength can be measured. Toughness cannot. Man, you ever ran across a joker? Hey, I'm gonna tell you somebody that's tough as hell. That was tough as hell, bro. You remember that joker that was sitting on the sideline with us at Valley? Leon. Shout out to my brother Leon. The one that had the Cowboys jersey on that was trolling number 16.
Yeah.
That joker was tough as hell, man.
Really?
Man, what? Come on, man.
So the thing about toughness, that's why I mentioned it when I talked about the analogy and I talked about rebounding, but toughness is so tied to effort. And effort is you versus you. Honestly.
So
effort is you versus you. And so effort is tied to toughness.
Hey,
and
listen.
So if we're tough, you make that you take it upon yourself to actually it's willpower. You know what I mean?
Hey, you're right, bro. You're right. You don't troll. I'm gonna leave you alone. But you have a lot of sarcasm in the chat. But I mean, come on, stay locked in. Let me say this though. I played basketball.
KT Dub. See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's good. Hey, but check this out though. I want to say this. KT Dub can appreciate this. So, and this is not about me, but I just want to make a point. I'm 6'3", TD. I played college basketball. JUCO. I only went and played 2 years. I played with 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", 6'10". Okay. I led the team in offensive rebounds, bro. Me. You know why? Because it wasn't nobody gonna stop me from getting the damn ball. Dead serious, bro. So Holmes Community College Bulldog. You a Holmes alum just like I am, TD.
Yes, sir.
Frank B. Branch Coliseum was the name of the stadium we played in. I won the Frank B. Branch Award. Guess what else? I won the Bulldog Hustle Award. People hate playing with me because guess what? I'm going to box you the hell out. I'm going to put my butt on your kneecaps, and I'm going to get the rebound. I played angles, and I played aggression, and I played toughness. I'm going to run until you get tired. That was my game. I wasn't the most athletic, but, boy, you're going to hate playing against me. I'm going to wear your behind out. That's what I'm saying. So when I say what I'm saying, I'm talking about aggression. Dude, you got a different uniform on than me. If you get that ball in your hand, I'm gonna knock you in the dirt. Do you get what I'm talking about? Period, point blank. I'm not flailing my arms at your feet. I'm hitting you, bro. That's one thing. People used to hate on 21 last season. Shiloh Sanders. Shiloh CEO, headache game CEO, and he's still out there knocking jokers' blocks off. Cause you can look at him and think, okay, he ain't. That motherfucker hit hard, man.
Yeah.
He hit hard, but I'm just saying, not just him. Who was the other one that hit? We not to mention all the other players that played, but I'm just saying, huh?
Yeah.
Cam hit hard.
Yeah, Cam will hit you.
He was a hard hitter.
Cause Aubrey.
Juriante.
Yeah.
He was a hard hitter. I'm just saying, like the teams that the defense that we had last year was Aubrey was that dude, man. Aubrey was a killer.
Tone setter.
Huggins hits hard. Yes, so everybody follow number 10. The number 10 hits.
Yes.
He hits. And I'm not saying others don't hit. I'm saying as a unit, as a team.
Yeah.
What coach say all the time in his press conference? 111. Everybody got to do their 111. That means you are 1 of 11. You do your job, I do my job, he do his job, we win. That's how that works. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to make no more excuses, man. This is game 8. This is game 9 we finna play.
Game 9.
What the hell we talking about tackling for? What that tells me is we just don't tackle well. So the effort and whatever you get finished saying, the eye in the sky don't lie. So, hey, last 3 games, go out there and show us that we wrong. Go out there and show out. Go out there and show out, man. Barron Hobson was I talked about Barron Hobson the other day.
Yes.
Shout out to him, man. But anyway, we talking about the Tigers in the room right now, and the ones that we want. And I know I using examples, but I'm just saying, like, Peppers played with aggression. But again, we need all 11 on the field at all times, determined to go get the ball carried. That's all I got.
And one thing you were saying, Zoe, I know you appreciate this. What did Ludacris say on Hustle and Flow?
Whoop that trick. That was tearing my bad.
It'll tell you how. No, it ain't the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog.
You talking about he said that when he had put that tape in the toilet?
Yeah. Yo, they was talking about that. So basically, it doesn't matter how big you are. It's about your heart. You know what I'm saying? Determination. All that plays a part, you know what I'm saying, having the heart. The grit. If you wanted, you go get it. You let nothing stop you. And if that's what you want to do. So I guess it's what we're saying about, you know what I'm saying, about tackling. and making good plays. If you want to do it, then it's going to happen.
See,
And you know something that make me cringe though is when another team is going for it on 4th down, 3 yards, and they on their own 49. What that tell you?
They saw someone field and they don't respect you.
No respect. That's the word I was looking for right there. You know what I'm saying?
Will over skill, man. It's will. At the end of the day, it's will over skill.
Right.
Hey man, you ain't out toughing me, bro. You can whoop me. But you know how we used to say, what we used to say back in the day? Hey, somebody gonna lead that thing. You might get out on me. I might even take the L, but you're gonna lead saying, boy, I ain't going back to fight him intentionally. I got that dub, but boy, he gave me fits. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
When a Joker give you fits, you respect that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, DJ Soldier? How you doing, brother?
And you know, rematch.
Y'all get them likes up, man. Hit the like button. It's Friday night. Look, it's Friday night lights, man. Friday night lights, man. Come on in, talk a little football. Y'all, the link is open. I mean, we dropped the link in the chat if you want to come up and join us. Got any comments on the game, any thoughts, opinions, whatever's on your mind. Come on up. We love to have you.
Right.
We'll stay on about another 30 minutes. We're going to shut this one down at 1:30. So come on up and chop it up with us. We're not going to be on long tonight because I'm about to go and get me something to eat and have me a tail of the Roosters. I wasn't going to say the other word because it was
yeah, man.
It was a pause.
This dude here.
How much of this topic lay on the feet of the coaches regarding motivational tactics of the players? Man, if y'all don't go on with the motivational stuff, man, this ain't Pee Wee League, bro. It hasn't. I ain't gonna. You're not gonna sit up there and make me. I just don't believe in that, Jeremiah. Maybe it's a philosophy thing, but I don't believe that motivational speech, whatever you're talking about, it only lasts about a quarter. After that first quarter, everybody settles down. It's about execution, X's and O's. And if you're telling me that you need to be revved up and you got music, the Joker got Beats headphones on, got JBL, got Bose. You listen to all the music you want to listen to. If you need that, I don't think that it has a lot to do with that. I don't think it does. So what you're telling me is that the other coaches that we playing against are giving better motivational speeches. That's why we getting our behinds kicked in the toughness game sometimes. Is that what you're telling me? Because if you go get me a player and say, well, I ain't playing tough because my coach didn't have a good motivational speech, and I'm going to tell you, you full of junk. I don't believe in that. It's football, man. My thing is, where's the pride for the jersey, the name on the front of the jersey? We Jackson State, man. Folks coming to punch you in the mouth. We've been whooping folks for 2 straight years. We win. How many games we won straight? 20?
Mm-hmm.
20 straight swag wins, and we've been sweeping everybody. You think they're not going to come in there? So what it comes down to is are you aware of the jersey you putting on? You're not aware that we like the HBCU Lakers. Lakers going to get everybody best shot. Been that way how long, Zo?
Long time.
Ever since the 80s.
I'm just saying.
And here's the thing, man. A lot of the time, coaches draw schemes and put you in a position.
What are you talking about? You think I don't know what the hell motivation is, Jeremiah? Are you serious? Are you really going to say that this got something to do with a coach? Who are you to say that they not being motivated by the coach? Like, where are you getting that from? What speech? Are you going by a little second a snippet? Like, what are we going by? How long? You think the coach is sitting on the sideline? You think they're not motivating? What are you talking about? Help me understand. Matter of fact, no, you always be in the chat. See, I'm not gonna do this. No, what you do is come on up on the stream and you make your point. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Well, I'm gonna say that
because let me tell you what it sounds like. I'm gonna shut up. It sounds like y'all trying to make a case that the head coach ain't motivation. I'll tell you to your face, y'all full of shit, man. because that's not true.
Well,
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but what I am saying is that because I've heard that before. Because there's this narrative because what are y'all?
Hold on, let me say this.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Here's the obvious. You can't go to a game in any sport and watch the team play, even if they don't perform up to whatever your standards are, and say, "Oh, they didn't play like the coach motivated them." Now, what you can say is they don't look motivated to me, but motivated could be they are self-motivated. But you can't say they don't look like the coach motivated them. You can't say that because here's the thing.
And you're also not saying that the coach don't give motivation speech. I'm not saying that, but keep going.
No, I'm not, because here's the thing, because we've seen it. Look, we could just cut this shit, Ken, because we've seen it. Because part of it is because to a few people, because TC Taylor isn't as vocal, I guess, in his pregame message the way Prime is, then the team.
They won't give me my theme music. That's what they want.
Oh! But guess what? And watch this. For every person that says that, I implore you to go look at a Nick Saban speech. I implore you to go look at go look at a Jim Harbaugh speech. Ooh, that'll really have you run through a brick wall. Oh, I promise you. I promise it would. I mean, so I'm just saying, we have to take what our own personal thing is. Like, that's not the thing that's gonna make or break me win the game or not. It is not.
Well,
I get it. I get it. The optics of it may touch you in a certain kind of way. Hold on, Blue.
And guess what? Let me say this. Have y'all ever heard the Stanford coach talk to his team? He talked like TD talks when y'all was saying how TD be very poised and very matter of fact and methodical.
Run through a brick wall, don't it, King?
Oh yeah, he so it's so many different examples. So to your question, Jeremiah, the question that he asks is, yes, coaches have to motivate players, but that's not where the motivation starts and ends. I think that's a fair answer. I'm gonna take my emotions out of it because I don't have a, it is what it is. TJ, what you think?
You don't have to have a hold on. You're wrong as hell. That's a horrible point. Them not tackling well is not them being motivated to do so.
So forget that, bro. Jeremiah, if you want to come up on the stream and talk, bro, you've been doing this shit for a whole year, bro. We not I'm just saying on certain points, it's hard to you're communicating through text and we're reading your text trying to convey what you're saying. If we're confused about something, come up and talk for yourself.
Yeah, come on up, man.
I'm not even whatever you feel like ain't happening. I'm gonna say the answer is yes. You're right. It's coaching. The players aren't tackling well because they're not motivated, and it's coaching.
Well, hey, but before TJ go, I like to say something to address Jeremiah. I'll say I guess I get what you're trying to say, but everything Ken is expressing is correct. And we had all the games. We watch the games sometimes 2 or 3 times. We go back and watch. We have been standing right there and seeing tackles just flat foot miss. That's not coaching, sir. Those are players on the field that has to have the necessary, has to have that will and that determination to make that tackle. At the beginning of this conversation, they were talking about that. They missed the Alabama State game where they had 4 players around one guy, and the guy still got away. That was a play in the end zone where the linebacker should have had a sack, and instead he went at a person's ankle and the person ran for about 50 yards. So that right there has to do with the motivation speak. Although I see what you're saying about a motivation speak, gonna get somebody up. Yeah, but like Ken said, that's only gonna last for a moment. And if you're gonna take that motivation speech and you're not gonna place it in your heart and in your head and let that keep you pumped up, then that defeat the purpose. It's just like you just listen to a speech. If you're not gonna really listen, they're gonna come in one ear and not the other. What good is that gonna do? So at the end of the day, man, you can make the best speech you can make. But if a person, if it's mano a mano, and we're half a yard away, and you I don't even like this word, and you juke me, then that's not that's on me, not the coach, sir. So we've been at every game we've seen that. So that's what we're trying to say. We're saying
I ain't even gonna go down the road of this is what I'll say. How you see the coaching is how you see it. I'm not going to debate you and try to make you see it not. So if someone feels as though the team lacks motivation because the coaches aren't inspiring them to play harder, then I'm gonna just leave you on that hill and I'm gonna go to another one.
Well, guess what?
People are saying this is. I would say this because we talked about this today. You know what, Zoe? You know what I told Austin? I said, Austin, you know what the fans want? They want you to have a camera on the sideline. So when TC cuss out the damn referee, when we were standing right there next to him, he jumped up and down, took his headset off. If you capture that moment, they'll be like, TC is intense. Because they don't really get to see that. You get what I'm saying? So I said that to say this. When he showed passion and intensity, guess what folks said? Oh, no, what are you mad about at the end of the game? He got frustrated. He got criticized for the frustration. This is what we're going to have to just be honest about. Some folks just don't like the head coach. And I'm not saying Jeremiah is one of them. I don't know if that's his case. It's almost like he damned if he do, he damned if he don't. Let me go before anybody else go. TJ joined us. Come on up, speak what you got, bro.
What's
love
up,
it.
fellas?
You never come
What
up
up, TJ?
What's up? What's happening?
What's up,
man. It's kind of understood that Coach TC was going to receive this type of criticism coming behind our previous coach.
Yep.
But I think we all as men, we want to be judged, based on our own merits, not, matched up against someone else. And I think, because he doesn't move and he doesn't, say the things in which our previous coach said, then it's like it didn't happen or he's not a good coach. I mean, to do what he's doing, I've said this numerous times, on here, like to do what he's doing, to be at this point of the season, to potentially, if we continue to just, play the way we playing, being able to pull out wins and even get better along the way to finish potentially 8-3. I mean, that's a win in itself. And to you guys' point, as it relates to tackling, like tackling is about will. Like you can go through drills all day in practice, but it's about a guy's will and determination. And I mean, these players, they watch film, or they're supposed to be watching film just as much as the coaches do. So I mean, they should be, it shouldn't take a coach always pointing out what your mistakes are. If you want to be a good player and if you want to get to the next level, then you have to take some ownership in some of that as well. And so even against the Valley, when we played Valley last week, that those two long runs at the end of the fourth quarter, one of those was because like Peppers he's a good tackler, but sometimes his technique can be bad because he's trying to be so aggressive at the point of attack. And, just from number 21 for Valley is so shifty. And so, he kind of was just going downhill, and the guy just made, to your point, I think you made earlier, Ken, he made a juke move, and he went right by Peppers. Yeah, TD. And so, like, we can't just say that everything that these players are doing is just because of the coaches. I mean, these coaches, I feel like, a first-year staff, trying to assemble a team, when pretty much everything went out the door to be where we are. I mean, that's a win in itself. And I think people just need to fall back and just really appreciate what we have and the potential of what we can be moving forward.
I love that, bro. I'll say this. I just want to share this real quick because I observed it. Y'all remember when we was at the spring practices and stuff? There was a young man that played in Jackson State that was preparing for the draft by the name of Aubrey Miller. I saw that young man go take the field. He wasn't told to go take the field. He practiced drills by himself, tackling, whatever. I'm using him as an example, but this is what I'll say. I was watching Carmelo Anthony the other day talk about his son, Kai. And which I thought, I've been looking at this kid since he was younger, saying he's going to be probably the best point. He's going to be one of the better players of his class. I think he's number 2 right now. He said when he talked to his son about really trying to take this thing serious, you know what he said he wanted to test his son on? What he did in his own time, self-preparation, Let me see what type of schedule you're going to put in. Are you willing to go put that work in on your own? TJ, you made some great points. At the end of the day, these guys are trying to get to the NFL. That's the next level. Professional. To go from college to professional. And if where you are right now, I'm just saying that type of topic to me is kind of high schoolish. It's kind of a high school conversation. You get what I'm saying? On a college level, I'm not saying a college kid can't be motivated to play or a coach can't get a player to be motivated. But what a coach hopes is that at some point, all of the coaching, the teaching, the guidance, that light bulb goes off and they take it and they get on autopilot. And they take, and you hope that some of your players take that and take the lead on that. Because there was questions like, who's the leader? You know what I'm saying? When you start seeing that person step up, be that vocal leader and lead by example, lead with that intensity, take what the coaches are saying. Man, you have players that are so wired up. You remember that? You seen that, Zoe, in TD? Players in the locker room that's just pacing. They so amped up. They listen to what coach saying. Coach can be talking calm. And they just ready to go tear a hole in somebody, man. You get what I'm saying? They get worked up because it starts right up in here, and then they go out there and proceed to dominate out there on the field. So I'm just saying, if you need your coach to motivate you to go out there and do your job right now, then you're not going to go past this level.
I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry, but this whole topic is dumb to me. I'm going to say, because guess what? Last time I checked, man, there's 100 players in the locker room. So even if you got a coach that's fire and brimstone, motivating everybody, he still ain't motivating everybody. Everybody don't get charged.
Somebody saying he too. Somebody saying he a little over the top. He too much. Keep going, though.
Everybody doesn't move. So okay, even if Prime was here for giving these great speeches, you think that reached the tone and tenor with every player in the locker room, right? I mean, it doesn't. And there is no right or wrong way to get a team motivated. Like, this is dumb what we're talking about. Like I said, if y'all got a problem, I promise you, go on YouTube, put in Nick Saban pregame speeches and watch it. And I promise you, you're going to want to run through a brick wall. I promise you are. I'm being facetious when I say this, by the way, because the dude lacks any motivational anything, and they win all of their time. And I guess what you're going to say is, well, he got the best talent. Well, guess what? You can put in Jim Harbaugh. Please go listen to a Jim Harbaugh speech. They're like the number 3 rated team in the country right now. Please go watch one of their speeches.
Number 2.
It's going to motivate. It's going to really motivate you to really kick some ass. Like, for real. Like, what are we talking about? Like, hold on, man. It's like we grasp and look for like the most minute bullshit to stick to somebody. Like, we really talking about this shit? Like, seriously.
And even to your point, Zoe, there were I'm gonna say this and I'll be done. Even to your point, like when the previous coach was giving these speeches and the music was playing, there were games where we just didn't come out and dominate. Like, I mean, we struggled.
Get out.
Right. So it's not about, a lot of that was just his antics and, just things that, he had, I guess the persona, however you want to term it. I mean, so like, if you're ready to play football, like you shouldn't need anybody to get you motivated. Like you should come in motivated.
Hey, what our previous coach said, you know what he said? He said, I woke up motivated.
Right.
Now, TJ, now watch this. To your point.
Hey, that's the answer to the question, Joe. Hold on. He asked me how the hell I go back and forth. I said, because I'm motivated. I'm motivated to do what we do. That's why I go back and forth. But go ahead.
So, but TJ, to your point, watch this. Sometimes, yeah, there are a number of players that need that. They need to get juiced up. We get that, right? So, yeah, it's probably going to resonate with a few players. They need that to get juiced up. But it's 100 players in the locker room. You're not going, that tenor is not going to strike a chord with everybody. Right. Watch this. Some players need music to get amped up. Some need to go pray. Some need to take a nap. Some are lit from, and if you play sports, you know this. Some, soon they had a team meal, they own it. Some is gonna be, hell, they gotta go take their little lucky shit before the game, and they own one. I mean, it's gonna resonate with so this whole thing of like, oh, the coach has to say a certain thing or a certain tenor to get them motivated, or TC, he doesn't have the same in his pregame speeches like another coach, and that's why they not more. That's
So
that's bullshit.
So what that did is, and TD, I'm gonna shut up and let you go. This is a quick insert.
You know, hold on. And before you do,
happened, no, I think what has happened though. Hold on. I was just gonna say what I think what happened is we have our own interpretation of what we saw. We saw it come out of the locker room, and we interpreted what we thought it did for the players. The players wasn't necessarily doing the speaking. Go ahead, TD.
Well, I don't think I was gonna say if you want to get somebody motivated, you know, to make tackles, and if they want to help themselves get motivated to make tackles, Ken, you said it earlier. The portal work two ways. Some people are assisted to the portal. So if you don't make tackle, you might be finding yourself in the portal.
No, we might need a fan portal sometime.
And if that don't motivate, what do you say? Oh man, stop that.
Hey, no, man, no. I'll say this. A lot of times, it's not really about that. It's about will and it's about execution. You ever seen a team too worked up and a coach call a timeout and do what? Calm down, settle down, focus. Just do your job. Just do your job.
Hey, what Aaron Rodgers said to an overzealous fan base? Relax.
And I think that's what some of our players have done. I think, you know, sometimes you can have too much juice. And to your point, Ken, like you do come out and you missing tackles because you're really trying to come and you're trying to lay the boom on somebody. You're trying to get a highlight play or whatever the case may be, instead of just actually just playing sound fundamental football. You know what I mean? Because if you play the game the right way, then the results are going to be there. You know, it's not always about trying to get a highlight. I mean, you know, if you just do the right things and be who you're supposed to be, then that's going to be a highlight in itself, because you're preventing the opposing team from doing things that they're good at and that you don't allow them to do it. So that's really what it's about to me. Like I don't look at all the other stuff.
So Jeremiah, you have to click on the link, and if you're watching it on YouTube, you got to close your YouTube page. Click on the link and come up. And then you'll be able to turn your camera and your microphone off and on once you click on the link.
Yeah, it'll ask you, do you want your camera on? You can just tap the camera. There is no controversy. There's no controversy. Jeremiah didn't create no controversy. It's just again, it's just a topic. He asked a question, and we answered it. We
might have answered it. Song controversy though, huh? He liked to sing the song controversy though.
Hey, man, hey, Jeremiah, you got the wrong last name, bro, to be over here. And I know Jeremiah. I know him. We went to school together. Controversy, good people, man. He good people. Jeremiah always dropping think pieces in the chat.
But I don't know who I'm talking about. Controversy.
hey, chat. He's about Jeremiah. He wasn't. That's not what he was doing. He was. I mean, and then he even said in the chat that he wasn't aiming at Coach Taylor.
No,
that wasn't what he was
doing.
No,
I actually alluded to that because I've actually heard that comment before. And that's not the first time I've heard that. Jeremiah may be totally oblivious to what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm saying I've heard that comment. People are saying that people are projecting their own thoughts and opinions onto the coach as if the coach ain't, you know what I'm saying? Tucks in. Jay Barks did. James Bethley. Hey, Bethley. Hey, come on up. You come up too, man. Get them straight, man. It's all good, man. We it's all good. It's Friday night, man. It's Friday night. Oh, you singing now, Big Dog?
Hey man, it's about here Friday night, man. That it's Friday song coming in my head, man.
It's Friday. Yeah.
So what you guys expect as far as like a game plan? What would you like to see tomorrow against Pine Bluff?
I'll tell you what, the first and true honest answer I think we all will be in unison in is Pine Bluff has by far the worst run defense in the entire conference, and they're a worse tackling team than we are. So add to the fact that we presume that there will be rain, I think that we're going to run some more, and run some more.
Yeah, because Jarvion Howard had almost 200 rushing yards against them.
He had his best rushing game. He did. Because he had, bro, it was amazing to me when I'm watching this game, TJ. The man had like 200 yards on the season. I was like, what the hell? Have they not been using him? Like, bro, he ain't been. Herb Mulligan still got more yards than Javion Howard. He been out how many games?
3.
He got hurt against Alabama
State.
Oh, I think never mind. 2 games.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, they hadn't been using it, man. I'm talking about he only had like 60 or 70 carries, bro. I was like, what?
I think what's the cat? Nico Duffy. I think he was getting most of the carries prior to he was getting more than Jarvion.
Yeah, that's something. Interesting. But no, what I would like to see. Well, what was your question again? I want to make sure I heard it right.
No, that was pretty much it. It's just, it's just far as like just us, I guess, coming out trying to establish an identity, and just really just, trying to, because I mean, I kind of said it last week going into the Valley game that, I was hoping that would be the game to where, and I mean, we look better. The defense did with, they played lights out, in my opinion, until that, the last minute of the game. But I just, from an offensive standpoint, I know we got a new quarterback, under center. So he's trying to figure it out, just trying to connect, with the receivers downfield. So I want to see us again, be balanced on offense, receivers catching balls, doing what they're supposed to be doing there, guys blocking. I just really want us to really put it all together, all 3 phases of the game, because I think, coming out of that game, coming back home, because we haven't really had a true exciting home game.
No, we haven't.
And so I would love to see us kind of get rolling, tomorrow, to be able to bring that back next weekend and go into the bye week, feeling good and, being able to possibly throw some wrinkles in, as we close out the season to get to the end of the season against Alcorn, because that's going to be a big game.
You know what I would like to see tomorrow, bro? I would like to see the film work translate into an excellent game plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, not this is what I'm gonna run. I'm gonna try this stuff. Not that I'm not accusing him of doing that. You know what's dope to me for us that love football, right? We love to see like matchups and how you exploit a mismatch. You know what I'm saying? I like that type of stuff. If they weak in this area, I'm gonna pound it down their throat, and I don't have to deviate from that, because what am I trying to see? If this is working, and then if they adjust, let me go over here, or let me try this. I got them off guard. I got them thinking this, and that's what we got in game 1, and we only got glimpses of it for the rest of the season.
Right. So I was going to actually say too, to touch on another point of what TJ was saying too. I think one thing, because I saw a little bit of this during the week, and that is we have to stop projecting when we see a player in one game and think that what you saw in one performance is going to be the telltale sign of what that player is going to be. Like when I mentioned like Jacobian, for example, first start, first game, and it's just like, oh, well, this is no better than what we had. I'm like, well, you can't say that, because number one, adrenaline is flowing, and, emotions are high with him. At some point, you say, yeah, he's going to settle down, but we talked about this. He didn't really settle down to the 4th quarter. Yeah, there's a thing with timing where he missed some throws, but again, you're not going to see in one game sample size the totality of what Jacoby is going to offer. Because again, even in that first game, we're literally talking about 4 passes totally changed the construction of that game. And you're talking about a blowout at that point. And so again, I think, and that's why I even to answer the TD question earlier, when I got to talking about, what do we hope to see? And I said the progression, because again, if you see growth from what you didn't see last week that you actually see going into this game, I think it's going to say a lot. It's going to speak on a lot of different levels too. It's going to speak to coaching. It's going to speak to, repetition and then continuity from one game and growth to the second game. And that's why I stated that, again, this will show, again, more enthusiasm, and it gives you more want to see something going into a game against Texas Southern at home, because, again, you may say something in regards to the defense, but if you're seeing growth from Jacoby from his first start to his second to his third, going to that Alcorn game, and then you seeing a great balanced dual threat type of game from him, that leads to optimism. And then again, that kills any bad thing you could say about that Valley game. And now you can pinpoint to say, okay, you know what? Man had a surprise with his dad showing up. First start, adrenaline's going crazy. And you see a little progress from week to week. That says, again, it speaks to coaching and it speaks to settling down. And then you actually see some growth and maturation from the quarterback position.
Well, one thing that was pretty obvious, one thing that was noted in the press conference, the post game, the weekly press conference with Coach Mo Harris, he mentioned that Jacobian was hitting those pretty routinely in practice, and he was like, they were kind of shocked that he wasn't, because he kind of really said the same thing you said. Oh, Zoe, if we could have just got a few of those plays, it would have just been a totally different outcome of the game. Yeah. He talked about so how much of that was adrenaline. You know it's adrenaline because it was all overthrows. And I do mean all. It wasn't nothing short, you know what I mean? But what wound up happening was in the fourth quarter, you see him kind of settle down and kind of establish himself a little bit better as a passer. He got into a little bit better of a groove. I would like to see some continuity from the fourth quarter, better ball protection. Don't take unnecessary hits, which is some Coach TC was talking about. We don't want him. Tomorrow can be an ugly game. Your foot slip one different way. You don't need to take any unnecessary hits. Get out of bounds, slide, whatever you got to do. Go back to childhood. Remember when it used to rain? We played football out in the rain. We was looking to go out there and slide in the grass. You know what I'm saying? So just continuity, and I want to see some toughness, man. I want to see toughness up front in the trench play, and I want to see us get after the quarterback. I want to see us continue to wreak havoc on the quarterback. I was happy to see Coach Bradley send he sent some blitzes last game. I was happy about that. Keep sending them blitzes and continue to apply pressure like what we did. And I think if he do that, I think that's a recipe for success, because I think the defense has the mentality that we're going to win it for us. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stop them from getting anything, and we just need the offense to go out and take care of what they need to take care of. We don't play it down. Yeah, we can't play down tight. That's a good point, Boom.
I don't think this team is even on that mindset. I mean, I think that'll hold more weight if we're undefeated or a one-loss team. The fact that we've looked the way that we looked and the players know it, I think that's the last thing we'll worry about. Just playing down anybody. We're not in position to.
Well, Jacob, for those that don't know, this is something that people, for those that don't know, because we never really report injuries. Jacobian broke his index finger on his throwing hand, literally right before the first game.
Yep.
And what wound up happening was, after he broke his finger, he had to get a little small plate put in. I think a little rod put in there.
Yeah.
And now, kind of set him back. So, Jeremiah looked like he's trying to join. Your signal's a little bad. Travis, what's up, bro? Let you go and get your comment in.
What's good? What's good, guys? Good, fellas.
Okay.
What's up, man?
Man, tomorrow I want to see us come out hot with not the slow start, and I want to see us come together tomorrow as a team. Like, I think we seen a glimpse of it last week. I think this week I want to see it to where we can start consistently building. Like, we had the quarterback changes. I think that kind of played a role in the play calling. But at this point, I think we see what works, and now it's time to build on that. And now you can start to gel together and build that bond, and get to that point to where you really ain't got to say nothing. You know what I'm gonna do, you know what your teammate gonna do, and you know what he gonna do without even speaking. So I think I want to see that next step being taken, for sure.
That's a good point. I agree. Jeremiah, it might be a signal. Usually when somebody joins and you can't, it means you gotta, the Wi-Fi or your connection is not allowing you to pick up on it. So you might have to come out and come back in. Let me see if I can help you. Try to come back in, click the link, and then give it another try. And we'll go ahead and extend it. We'll extend this thing to 2 hours. We will not be going past 2 hours. So if you want to go ahead and get your comment in, go ahead and get your comments on in, man. Yeah, man. We may cut it a little short even before that.
I appreciate the fact that like Coach TC, a lot of times first year coaches are in any job, you don't always know what to say or, you know, when to say certain things, but you can tell that he's been around a lot of, he's been around for a while. He's, you know, he understands, you know, the game. He sees things, you know, because even in his, you know, his press conferences and things that he says, he acknowledges, you know, you can tell that he wants to get it right and that he knows, you know, that the team has, you know, those imperfections and things that they want to get better at. And so I can appreciate the fact that he owns that stuff. And you know, he has a plan in place and he works, you know, week in and week out to try to, you know, correct those things, you know, because I'll go on record and say that, you know, the Jackson State teams of old, you know, prior to, you know, Coach Prime coming in, you know, we saw how, you know, those teams turned out as far as, you know, win-loss records and things like that. And so again, to be where we are right now, to have the level of talent that we have and, you know, an opportunity to close the season out strong, to have a recruiting class coming in for next season. I mean, I just really, you know, would really urge fans to just stay the course, you know, because I mean, we're on to something special, you know. And a lot of times, you know, we want, you know, this fast microwave success, and that's really with anything in life, you know. But
Yep.
I'm a firm believer that nothing worth having is going to be easy. You know, you got to put the work in, and so, you know, I think that's what's going on now. You know, even when you build a house, you just can't go and put a house on the ground. You got to lay the foundation first. You know, you got to actually let it sit for a minute before you put the walls up and, you know, start framing it up. And so I think that's what we're seeing now is the foundation is being laid. You know, we're really trying to get a lot of these players to really understand the JSU culture and the way of Jackson State. You know, like, you know, we always say everybody gets up to play us. And that's not anything that just started. It's been like that, you know, as long as I've been alive.
Yeah.
And so I think if we can continue to, you know, just get behind and support and just kind of, you know, go through these growing pains that we have, and, you know, we still able to win games. That's the unique thing about it. Like, you know, even as bad as, you know, we may play, or sometimes we may question the play calling, there, you know, been a lot of games where we really willed ourselves to a victory. And so, you know, fans just kind of need to just stay encouraged and just continue to support.
One thing I mentioned today, real quick, one thing I mentioned today to Austin when I was talking to him, so you'll be able to feel me on this, TD, as well. Actually, everybody. I was saying one thing that, and I'm not saying that this hasn't happened because not everything is on camera, but one thing I would love to see is that we talked about, I think, Brother C. Lee, or, you know, doing a history lesson, or possibly getting some of those players that came through and played and just having conversations with the team. You know what I'm saying? Coming in, I know we had Jason come in and give a speech, but I really think it would help sometimes to put all those players in that meeting room and have one of those players, have some folks come in and really ingratiate these student athletes with what Jackson State is, increase awareness. When you put that JSU Tiger uniform on, what's coming with that? Understanding the rich tradition that comes behind that. We say building on tradition and blazing new trails, but it's also important that we make sure they understand what that tradition is. So it's not just a cute uniform you putting on that's a D1 at a HBCU, the crowd and the boom and all that type stuff. Man, it's something that comes with that. You have to understand that when you put that uniform on, everybody that you play against is going to give you their best, especially after you've been winning. We was getting everybody's best even when we was 4-8, 3-8. People still want to beat us for whenever. And that's we embrace that. You get what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's like, man, look, you got to play for that uniform with that name on the front of the uniform and make a name for your family on the back of it. Because right now we got a lot of people that's only playing for the name on the back of it. And that's a recipe for mediocrity and failure. It's got to be about the name on the front. And I'm not saying that we're not doing that. I'm just saying, like, I really feel like, you know, this team right now is really only a few plays away from having a whole different record and having a whole different reality. And it's just a little bit extra. That little bit extra. How many times have you seen, this ain't a knock on it, I'm just telling y'all, how many times have we watched the game and we was this close to a first down? That extra little oomph that was needed to get that, we go out of bounds 1 yard short. You get what I'm saying? We step out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? We slide or we fall right below that. Or is it that I'm gonna get that? I'm getting that no matter what. I'm talking about really understanding the tenacity that's needed and the nastiness that you got to play with and represent that. And I think that'll solve a lot of that. You know what I mean? Because that got to be carried on to the field. Doesn't matter how much a coach motivates you, you still have to go out there and actually execute and play. And we're getting that. We're just not getting it consistently from everybody all the time. And I think they'll even be willing to admit to that. And that's the difference in the season. Yes, I don't know if Rico playing tomorrow. We don't know. We'll see when they roll it out. Can't answer that right now.
Even for me as a fan,
like
it's
go ahead.
You can go ahead, Travis. I know I've been talking, man. You can go ahead, bro.
To piggyback out, they can, and I ain't gonna go too deep in this, but Jeremiah, you were saying motivate, bro. You put that J on your chest, bro. You know how many players in this fucking portal right now who would probably get a last to put that J on. When you go to homecoming and you talk to previous players, bro, the shit that they would give to put that jersey on one more time.
Clean it up.
My bad.
Yeah.
They would get a last to put that jersey on. Actually, if you go on Twitter, you can actually put TC Taylor and Coach O in there, and you can see the players adding them with their film on there. So you don't need to be motivated. That's a passion. You at the level at the college, bro. You shouldn't. If you got to be motivated at the college level, you shouldn't want to be. That's like somebody motivating you to get up to go to work to pay your bills. That's your responsibility. That's something you should want to do yourself. And with the TC, bro, like I'm super proud of TC with the time frame where he got the cards he was dealt. In the time frame he had to put the stuff together. And we so spoiled on the last 2 seasons that we got that microwave their results. Bro, we got to get that crock pot, that real stuff marinating, putting it together, that foundation, that concrete. Ain't nothing worth having without worth working for.
I gotta interrupt Trevor. I gotta tell you this. 2 years ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, it ain't 2 years. It's been us for eons, bro.
I hate to be the bearer, man, dude.
No,
These 2 years ain't got nothing to do with it, dog.
2 years like do is wake us up and bring back
all he did was wake up. Go ahead. This is just. I'm telling you, this we've been losing it like this, dog.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm saying like the certain fans that used to what's been going on the last 2 years.
Before you go any further, let me say this. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. I understand what Jeremiah was asking. And the answer to the question is he's actually not. There is nothing. Coaches do motivate players, bro. They do. That happens. You have, and it's in different ways. Some motivational tactics is sitting them down in the office and challenging them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always a rah-rah speech. If you got a player that got a lot in the tank and they sandbagging and they ain't giving you everything and you pull them aside, hey man, and they get you and they not embarrassing you in front of your teammates. You follow what I'm saying? And they really investing in you and trying to help develop you up here, how to be a man. That's motivating. You understand what I'm saying? It's so many different ways. I love what Zoe said, and I'm gonna move on from that. But he talked about all the different players and how they're motivated. You look at a Zai McDonald. Every video I've seen, Zai on pregame, Zai got that Bible out. He's a spiritually grounded young man. He's very even keeled. You know what I'm saying? He's quiet, but he's a tough worker, a hard worker. Man, you think a rah-rah speech should get somebody like that? I don't know. He would have to answer that. But I'm saying I don't want to make it seem like Jeremiah's point is so far out of phase. I just was like, it ain't just because at the time we were talking about tackling, and he said, could it be coaching from a motivation standpoint? And the simple answer is that I don't think that's what's causing us to have the tackling woes. I don't think it's a lack of motivation. But I did include the fact that I have seen that narrative out there, whether we like it or not. I've seen that out there, bro. I know TD don't really go out there on no Facebook and nothing like that, so you don't really see like some of those posts and stuff or like IG or whatever. But I've seen it, and it may not be a lot out there, but I was flabbergasted to see that And I already knew, in a sense, what we were really doing was comparing. We was comparing what we saw the past couple of years to what we see. And I think it's just a personality preference. It's not, ain't got nothing to do with effectiveness. I don't believe that, none whatsoever. I've even had someone come to me and say, well, you know, I had somebody say, you know, such and such ain't really motivating. Well, I'm just like, no, you know, we'll use anything for an excuse. But I'm gonna move. Let's move on from that.
Ken, I did want to say something. This is kind of like, I guess, a message to, you know, like our current players. This really for any young man that's playing collegiate football. Because I, you know, thankfully I have an opportunity to work at a G5 school, and I work directly with football athletes. And a lot of conversation that I've had with them relates to, potentially transferring from this particular school to other schools because, you know, they got agents, or they think they got people sliding their IG, you know, on this NIL stuff. And I think what has happened with college football, the whole landscape, is that
Well, you've been a preacher.
guys are so caught up in just trying to secure a bag, so to speak,
Yep.
that they don't really understand. Like, football is the ultimate team sport. Like, you cannot be successful playing football without 10 other guys. And so a lot of these guys are just really, to your point, it's all about like me. And it's like, it's nothing wrong with, the first law of nature is self-preservation. It's nothing wrong with, trying to look out for yourself. But when you're playing team sports, like, you have to be someone that you can sacrifice sometimes yourself for the greater good of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that I really pay attention to when I follow some of the players, for Jackson State, and even some of the young men that I work with. Is just really, how do you carry yourself, and like, do you support your teammates? Do you post things that they put up, or is it all about me? Because I mean, a lot of these guys, they want to get to the next level, but these scouts, they do look at that kind of stuff. Like, what type of character do you have? Like, how do you handle these moments of adversity and things like that? And so I think I really wish that a lot of our athletes, whether they're at Jackson State, wherever they are, that they would, really understand that, okay, like, I fell in love with the game because of this, not because of this new age that's going on and trying to go from place to place to secure a bag that you may never get. And so I think, we have players that's listening, or if this live gets, reshared, I think because it's kind of taking really the love away from the game of football. Like, it's not making it what it once was. And if guys continue to look at it in that way, then you won't go as far as you think you'll go.
I agree. You know what? I thought about this in that real quick comment. And I hate talking about me in the sense of like professional. I'll say this. I had a job before the job I currently have. I was over a large territory. I had a lot of sales reps under me. But I wound up leading the #1 team in the company. And this is not unique to me. This is just anybody that's been in leadership and any type of management. You know that you're managing men or women that all have to be motivated different ways. It's no different. You get what I'm saying? It's no different than a coach. You know what I'm saying? Meeting with those individuals and understanding how they tick, how to get them going. Some coaches are challenge players. Some coaches will have to use a higher tenor, and they get the best out of them. Some of them have to, hey, listen, don't, some of them may curse at them, and the other one may not curse at them. You know what I'm saying? It's like there is no coach on the college level that doesn't understand this. So I think what we're doing is that we're asking these questions because we may not have a full picture of how the coaches use their motivational tactics. It's impossible to believe that anybody on the coaching staff in any position, coach that's leading these young men, don't have the capability of motivating young men to get the best out of them. And I think our coaches are doing a really good job of that. And I just think some of our fans that desire to see that was used to seeing some seemingly motivational tactics that were shared through the public because they felt like they were visibly watching that. And I think what we're hearing is that people are wanting to see more. And because they're not seeing it, they're having to assume that maybe this is what it is or this is not what it is. And I'm not saying that's what Jeremiah's doing, but this is the byproduct of oversharing. I don't care what y'all say. It did work for us, but there was a lot of oversharing going on over the past 2 years. It was very unconventional. Nobody shared to that level. That's not happening right now. So now people are being left to their devices to try to figure out what's really going on. So if they see something and they see lackluster effort, they like, well, maybe he ain't really motivating them. But TJ, you made the best point of the night, in my opinion, of this. We saw the motivational speeches and we saw the theme songs, and we went out and we was flat as a pancake. No energy. None. We went out, barely won again several games. It was like, especially in 21. Several of them. And we went out there, no juice, no energy. And he go out there. Y'all remember the infamous game where the head coach at halftime said, we playing down to our competition, and the HBCU world lost their damn mind. Because they were like, how dare he disrespect all the HBCUs? And he said that we was beneath him. And y'all remember that? What was that? Grambling? Who we playing against, though? Well, he said, you playing down to the guy.
Grambling.
It was Grambling.
Because it was Grambling folks jumped on him.
Oh,
and that whole team was a second half team the whole damn year.
He was like, I don't understand why we can't. No, it was third quarters. He came out. Yeah. We sucked in third quarters.
But to your point, Ken, that was before he told the word that we wake up motivated.
I got time today.
And anybody that know Coach Prime, they know that he's a marketing genius. Like, whether you want to give him credit for it, so he's gonna say things and put things out there because he wants to draw attention to certain things. And so just because it's almost like in a certain way, like you compare it to news, like it can be like considered like a form of propaganda. Like, we're gonna put this out here and we want people because we know it's clickbait. And so we know this might not be going on inside the house, but to the people outside the house, like, we just gonna get this out here just to see how far to go and see how many eyes or many responses we can get from it. And so, like, people, I think that's what's wrong with people in general. Like, you can't believe and go off of everything that you see and hear, because some of that stuff is not really what it seems to be anyway.
Yeah, but I think we done wrote a motivational tactic conversation now. It's time to move on. Coaches are motivating just fine. We 5-3. We win tomorrow. We 6-3 with a chance to finish our last two games at home at the crib. I hope the fans are motivated to show up versus Texas Southern. We want the coaches to be motivated. You be motivated to support better. Because if we go out there and we have 20,000 folks out there, we're going to be back on here talking about fans not really supporting, because we know everybody going to be at the Alcorn game.
Hey, you just brought a good point up. I think we probably have more people saying that TC don't give motivational speeches than they would that's going to motivate their ass to the stadium tomorrow.
You know why they say that? Because there are a lot of people that wanted to continue along the same line. You remember that dude that came up here trying to make his case for that dude that I ain't gonna say his name. He remember TD not too long ago. He spent that whole time trying to get to a point where he had some particular person that there's a nice sector of our fan base that wanted to continue on with the sexy hire. And the reality of the matter is, just going with somebody that we were familiar with or that we know or that was in-house didn't really like tickle that fancy. So a lot of what we get it comes from the lack of satisfaction from that. They never got their itch scratched. They wanted this sexy hire. It never happened. And now they just meandering throughout the season and attaching everything that they can to that very fact. And it may not necessarily be that way at all. It's just that. So what I don't do is I don't have dialogue with people that already got their mind made up. What are we talking about? There's no reason to talk about something. If your mind is made up and this is how you see it, then let's just move on around.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Easier answer. Everybody got an opinion because they're free.
Jeremiah, your internet screwed up. He's trying to join, but it still ain't allowing you to join, brother. I don't know what you
not to mention the coach that got the position, like, well deserved. And that's an understatement. Well deserved.
Yeah, we're not finna sit up here and man, TC Taylor's credentials are he had the matter of fact, I know who the top 3 was. And he had the best credentials of any candidate that was out there. And I ain't even trying to flex on that. God darn, man, how many times if someone has worked their butt off, the man he got two SWAC championships, as an offensive coordinator, and guess what? He had 3 MEAC championships as an offensive coordinator in the MEAC. So, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? So anyway, I'm not finna. We not even finna have that conversation. That's neither here nor there. What else we got, man? We got 10 minutes before we get out this thing. Let's get into some score predictions, man. TD, you got a score for us, bro? I know you don't like doing it.
No, I don't have
Considering the elements, what's your thoughts, bro? Give me a point
well.
Give me a point spread or something, dog. Because you know if something don't go, I'm gonna tell y'all something about TD, man. TD, hey, look, y'all think he is this nice reserve joker. Let something happen on that sideline. He don't agree. Come on, man. What doing, man?
Hey man, why you assassinating my character, man?
No, ain't nobody assassinating man. KC does my Wendy's, huh? No, I'm just messing around. Give me a point spread at least. What you think?
I mean, factoring the weather. Okay, without the weather, I would like to. I think personally that we should do it. We should win at least about 14, about 14 points. You know, we should win at least about 2 touchdowns, if not 3. That's if the weather is good. You know, and if that train rolling, we clicking on all cylinder. I definitely give you 21. If the weather is bad, you know, I could roll with, you know, about 10. So yeah, I definitely feel that we're gonna win. In what capacity, I can't speak on. You know, because a lot of it depending on play calling and all that stuff too. That's why I don't really fool with predictions too much. And then we hadn't had to meet a totally complete game, offense, defense, and special team this year. So that what makes it difficult.
TD trying to wiggle out of it.
And actually, even in that game, special team was suspect. We just had.
Oh yeah, we hit that pole.
Yeah. So you know, even some tackling, you know, some of the players were one step away from breaking some stuff. So, you know, that's why I mean I don't really do that.
You want dominance in all 3 phases.
For sure. And if we do that, we can't be touched.
I like it, bro. Did you say 14, possibly 21? But I got a feeling that we win 21-7. They're gonna be some frustrated folk. But anyway, TJ, what you think, man? What you think about tomorrow, bro? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I guess I can give a prediction. I just want us to just play good sound football. Like, don't have any stupid plays, no unnecessary penalties. You know, guys just knowing their assignment, doing what they're supposed to be doing. I would say I'm gonna say 31-3. I mean, I'm gonna say 31-3. I'm gonna go. I would like to see us.
We gonna hold them to no touchdowns.
Right. I would like to see us get 30. I mean, you know, a win is a win. But, you know, honestly, just to kind of shut some of our fans up, which we'll probably never be able to do that. But if we can score, you know, 30 points, I mean, especially if the weather's going to be the way, you know, it's predicted to be, I mean, that's a good outcome.
Travis, what you got?
I'm going to say no weather. Like good clean weather.
Let me just get this on out the way. It's gonna get some weather. It's gonna be some weather. It's raining tomorrow, y'all. I'm just trying to tell you. Have your ponchos and come on in that thing. It will rain on that turf tomorrow. Go ahead.
Okay. Just in case, I'm gonna say no good clean weather. I'm gonna say 38-3. And I'm gonna say with bad weather, I'm gonna say 17-3.
Zoe?
I ain't heard do all that long way and stuff. It could be El Nino tomorrow. El Nino 2, 35-7. Go ahead, King.
Hey, bro. Listen. I'm gonna say this. We score 40 tomorrow. I'm gonna say why. we're gonna run the ball down their throat, man. And we're gonna play multiple backs tomorrow. I think we're gonna have 2 running backs with over 100 yards, and we're gonna have our quarterback is gonna have close to 100 yards rushing. We're gonna eclipse 300 yards rushing tomorrow, and I think we're gonna put up 40. I believe it or not, rain, even with the rain.
I should be a weatherman. I got just a good percentage of weatherman.
I'm gonna say 41-10. I'm gonna give them 10 because we bound to do something silly. And it's raining. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got. I'm gonna say 41.
My picks, I'm bet with my picks now.
We getting to 40 tomorrow. Don't think JSU by 40, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna get to 40 tomorrow. And that ain't even disrespecting them. I just think we're gonna overwhelm them with our rushing attack. That's the game plan tomorrow. And I think the tight end is gonna be effective. I think the check down is gonna be there. I don't think we're gonna get a lot of long stuff. I think it's gonna be a short game with some yak. How about that? Short game with some yak. Because if the thing that they do well is pass, for the most part, I don't think they're going to have the opportunity to pass like we think. It's the element. If the elements are out there, the elements affect both teams. So we just got to go do what we do. So that's what I think. And you might say that's crazy. You have a 40-point game and it's raining. Defense might get a score. We might get a special team score. I just think we're gonna get to 40. So that's my take, man. Hey, look, we hope you can take the ball even more tomorrow. I think we will, because it's gonna be wet, it's gonna be a heavy emphasis on ball protection. So, but anyway, Trav, appreciate you coming up, brother. TJ, as always, bro, I always enjoy you coming up, talking football, man. That's what we love. Y'all go grab them fellas. Y'all go grab them hoodies, man. KC-1400 Media. Hey man, we finna shut it down. I gotta try to give me something to eat real quick before they shut that bar down. And TD, what you got before we get out of here, brother?
No, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
All right, man. Well, cool, brother. That's all I got, man. Go get them hoodies, man. We got hoodies. Go and get them. Go and get your order in, especially if you're going to the game on November the 4th. Blackout. We're gonna start shipping them things out this weekend, man. So go ahead and get it. Hey, we'll be motivated to score 40. Hey, you need to be motivated to fix your camera so when we drop the link, you can come up. Stop creating these problems in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, brother Kyle live in Jackson. I know what happened, dude. What's going on? What y'all talking about? Brother Bakari is real quick. Hold on.
Hey man, that's something that might not want to be entertainment.
Yeah, I think he did good. It blew up when he okay, anyway. All right, man. We out of this joint, man. Y'all
Tiger Nation, come on out and support support your Tigers if you can here in Arkansas. Rain, shine, sleet, snow, the Tigers are gonna go. We appreciate you guys again. Thank you. Good night.
Peace out, everybody.
Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.